Good morning, guys. Today I wanted to go over my experience on TCG Player. We started back on September 15th. It is currently October 18th. I wanted to go over our sales, what we are looking forward to, what we have coming up, just all of the stuff that we have done. We've completed over 150 orders so far. We're now level 3 seller on TCG Player. Looking to get that upgrade to level 4 here pretty soon to get access to the tools. Then we'll make another video going over the tools and like what that entails and just how much better it will be. The process to get to level 4 isn't horrible, but it's also not the easiest thing in the world. Listing things is a little annoying, especially if you're listing a bunch of bulk and stuff. But I do have some recommendations on that. But for that, we're going to go ahead and shoot over to my other screen and we'll go over like the dashboard and everything like that. And we'll talk some of that stuff through.
All right, guys, and we are back over on the other screen. So what we are looking at here is the home page. Once you sign up to be a seller and you get your seller account here, this is the page that you'll be greeted with. As you can see, we've got this big release today. We have Japanese Pokemon coming to TCG Player. It's going to be exciting. We have all of our inventory listed up. We're actually going to take the website down for this weekend just so that we have inventory and we don't have inventory issues. I don't have anything to take inventory off of my website if it sells on TCG Player. Hopefully in the future we sell enough that we can have stock on both websites and we can like kind of deal with that stealing from one to supply to the other and just kind of crunching those together. But for now, what we are looking at here is we're going to go ahead and go over how to add stuff to your inventory. You'll click on the inventory tab here. It is a little weird when you look at this because like you would figure, hey, it's TCG Player. I can just scan. I can just scan from the app. No, you can't. Sorry guys, let me adjust this camera just a little bit. You'd think I can just scan. Well, nowadays, unless you're a level 4 seller, you can't scan and import to your inventory from the app. That's what we're looking for. So once we become a level 4 seller, we'll actually get access to that. We'll also get access to this pricing tab, which is going to help better price stuff for it. And I think you'll also get access to become a TCG direct person once you become a level 4 seller, but I don't know if we're going to do that just yet. I'll let you know what we figure out over time, but for now, this is what we are looking at. So what we will do is this is just a card that I have sitting here. It is an Aetherize. It is a reprint from Mystery Booster 2. I've been opening I opened a couple of those to list some cards up. Getting some newer sets on hand and getting them listed is a nice way, especially if they're in standard rotation. It is a nice way to get a little head start in that sales category because people are still looking for those cards. Yes, people are looking for the older cards, but a lot of those don't see play anymore. Especially a lot in the bulk category, whereas the bulk category for your standard sets, people are playing around with it, trying to figure stuff out. Stuff changes. People are looking for those cards a little bit more. So if we went here, we can either search the card. So we can go like Aetherize. We can look at it right here. It's going to bring up all the copies. So what we are looking for is we are looking for the list reprints, which is going to be any of the major reprints. So that's going to be anything with that Planeswalker symbol down in the bottom left corner. We're going to look at that. Currently, if we look, we have last sold 26 cent, current low listing at 29 cent, and the market value at 26 cent. We have a low at 23, median at 30, and a high at 60. So if I was going to list this card, I would just say, hey, I have one in inventory. And I'd probably just with this card, just being a bulk card, I would probably go somewhere right here, right around this lowest listing. And we can actually undercut him a little bit. We can actually go like 0.28. Let's just go a penny lower than him, just undercut him a little bit, not a big deal. And then you'll just come over here, hit save. And then now that has been successfully added to inventory. And if we go here, delete that, click your My Inventory Only checkbox, click that. We can go through here, and this is what we have in inventory, but I don't want to scroll through it just to look for that one card. So we can go right here, type in Aether, shows our Aetherized 1. We can manage that at any point. And then there also is a really cool tab in here that is very useful, and it is a review pricing tab. You can click on this. You can show lowest listing and then show your inventory. So, but we're going to sort, we're just going to go magic. So you'll go search, and then this is what it's going to show. And so it's going to show that the market price is currently 149. Lowest listing is at 139. It's going to show a differential of 7.5%, or about $11.28 on this card for me. So if I go manage and I go, okay, cool, this Sensei's Divining Top, I have one foil. Current low listing is 139. I have it at 149. Okay, but it last sold at 149 with $19.99 shipping. This card, I kind of don't want to just get rid of it. It's nice to have around. I'm not looking for that. I'm not looking for this to just sell immediately. The price is looking still pretty steady. We can actually go here and go to the live player. So it's going to just bring up what it looks like. So what you normally look at. So you see market price here, but if we go, because we have it in a foil, we're going to have to go here, highlight foil, market price $150, currently at 139. You can see this price has been just rock steady. We're still just a couple of weeks into these like hitting hands of consumers. So right now, I think we just hold it at that 140 and call it good. Or what, 149 and call it good. So we'll just keep it at 150, keep it at market price, call it good. All right. And then with that, we have, well, we've successfully listed a card. Let me make sure I put that over here in a stack, so just in case it sells. Now we can go to orders. So like if we're going to pack orders, we actually just got an order in while we were doing all of this. So if we look at our orders here, when you go to your orders page, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see what they bought, that the amount that they paid in shipping, the total amount. Good deal. So then when you want to like view like a single order, you can just click on the order number. Come into this page. It's going to show you what they bought, how much they bought everything for, your total price. And then this is going to calculate your fees and everything, and then show you what your net amount that you will receive will be. It'll show all the information you need here. But what we do have is you have the option to do it like this. So we can go down and we can click on all 7 of these orders. I can click packing slip, release date order set, and then it's going to download a PDF. We can open this PDF and print. We're going to print these. Then we're going to go back here. And for bigger orders, well, 7's not a huge order number, but with what we're looking at, you can go pull sheet, and then it's going to download this pull sheet. And so what I like to do is, because it's free, we'll go Excel. All right, and then once we are here, we can hit upload, open. We don't want to buy anything. It's going to convert the file and edit. All right, so it brings up this file. And so this is what you're going to see, which doesn't look very pretty. But what I like to do is, so that I can fit it all on one sheet, I get rid of this order number, just these 2 rows here. I get rid of set release date, main photo, all of that. We just delete that. We get rid of rarity because I don't necessarily need rarity for the way that I sort. And then we will take this row and move it here. All right, then we'll highlight all rows, expand, and then print. And then when we go to print, we go to local printer. We want it in a landscape format for this. It all fits on one page, as we can see. And then we hit print and print. And then that'll give us access to that. One thing I did want to go over is if you are looking at starting, let me not show that page. All right. The seller levels. So you have a level 1 seller. You're going to start out. You can list 100 items at no more than $1,000, or no more than $1,000 total, and no item can exceed $500. After you get your first 2 orders, which should be pretty quick as long as you're listing pretty either sought after stuff that's best selling in sets, newer sets, stuff like that. As long as you're listing that stuff, you should get 2 orders probably within the first couple of days, I would say. Day 1 or day 2. I was lucky and got it day 1. So, but after that, don't take stuff down. Keep listing stuff, getting up to that $1,000 hit. I didn't get to $100 before I got mine. I got up to 100 items. I got up to 80 something items when I hit my $1,000 limit. We listed there. We let them start selling out. We started listing stuff back up. Because it's a waiting game after that. After you hit that 2 orders, it's not immediate. It's this right here. You have to meet that expected delivery date. That could be anywhere from 6 to 10 days after you've shipped. So once you hit level 2 here, you can list 500 items at up to $5,000 total, and no item can exceed $1,000. That's great. That's a little bit higher, not too bad. Still easy to meet this $5,000 with 500 items. That's an average of $10 an item. If you're listing a little bit more bulk, you're not going to hit that. But I do recommend staying right around that $5 to $10 mark if you can support it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say don't list bulk, but bulk is super annoying to add. As you can see, I added that 1 card. And it's like that takes a while. I mean, especially after you've sorted everything, then you got to go through and look up every individual card, type in the amount, type in what you're going to sell it for, all of that, and then you've got to upkeep that. Now, once you hit level 3, this is where you want to be. For now, like until you hit that level 4, this is your bread and butter. Once you hit that level 3, so once you hit that 11 orders that have met the expected delivery date, you're looking at being able to list up to 50,000 items, not to exceed $100,000, and no item can exceed $20,000. This is the point where I say your account is pretty much unlocked. You don't have access to tools. You don't have, but virtually you have no limit. Unless you're listing a huge amount of stuff, you're a big store, stuff like that. Like if you're just listing your personal collection or even a decent collection for a small store, like good luck meeting this. Because if you have $100,000 of product just laying around, you should have been doing this a long time ago. But once you hit that 51 orders, we've been working at it since, like I said, the 15th. I did cut my ordering off. So I cut my inventory off when I was on vacation for like 2.5 weeks. So that would have been from the, let's see here. We left on the 27th and returned on the 6th. So from the 27th through the 6th, I didn't have anything listed on TCG Player. So, but what that did do is it let me meet that that expected. We had like 28 orders by then. That let me hit that expected delivery date. So when I come back from vacation, I was already a level 3 seller. So what that allowed me to do was it allowed me to start listing a lot of product. And so what I did was I just went through and instead of listing those like $3, $4, $5, $10 cards, I started listing up all of my like $1, $2, $3, and $4 cards. I did it slowly. We went through a stack of them. And then my plan is I'm going to start listing more of like your bulk 50-cent, 75-cent cards once I hit level 4. So once I get unlocked to level 4, I will be using the scan app. We're going to be scanning in some bulk. We're going to see how that goes. I'll let y'all know for sure. But that is what we are looking at. So if you want to give me just a second, we'll get prepped, and then I'll be back and we'll start packing up some orders. And I'll show you the kind of the flow state that I get into with that. We will we'll do some packing and we'll show you how to pack up the individual orders, how to ship them and everything.
All right, guys, we made it back to the packing station here. What we do have is we have all of our cards laid out by the order of the invoices here. We have some stamps. We have some extra ounce stamps just in case we hit that ounce mark. We have some graded card sleeves here. These are the Ultra Pro graded card sleeves. So they look like that. That's what they come in. They come in packs of 100. We have some cardboard gold sleeves, which is what I sleeved everything with here. And then we have some Card Saver ones. We do have our business cards, which we will add to every package here as we ship. That's what the front looks like. That's what the back looks like. So that we will put one of these in with every order. Helps spread the word. Gets people in the Discord. Gets people onto the website and everything. I sell most of my single or all of my singles on TCG Player. It's a pain trying to add that many singles to a website, so I just don't do it. And then we have our envelopes. That is about all you need. We do have our invoices printed out, and then we have some painter's tape. I just cut the painter's tape, rolled it up, kind of making place for double-sided tape. I prefer to use painter's tape, and like most people that do anything card related with shipping, they use painter's tape. It doesn't damage the cards. There's not a 100% chance it's not going to damage a card, but the likelihood is severely reduced. It doesn't mess up paper, stuff like that. It sticks enough to secure things, but not enough to keep it there forever. So we already have our envelopes. These are pre-folded. I fold them for the tab. If you see here for the order number, there is a line of text just under the order number. I fold mine right there to fit perfectly in my envelopes. And that's so that I can fold this down, it hits the window, and then I only have to fold this one more time. And then we'll use this as like a little pocket. We'll tape our cards in and then fold it up, put it in the envelope, and ship it. What we also have with that is I will say I have used top loaders to ship. They do work. I don't mind them. For bigger orders, I will use them. I will pack say if I get a 12 card order, what I'll do is I'll split it into 2 packs of 6, put a top loader in front of the cards instead of a card saver, and then I can stack them in the pocket like this. And you can do up to 3 in here, but it's a little bit cluttered, and it will just barely fit in this envelope. If you do 2 of these like this, though, you are going to be required to do a non-machinal like surcharge, which is an extra, I think, 43 cent right now. plus weight. So that extra 43 cents is going to be for the non-machinal. Plus, you're going to have to pay the 73 cent for the stamp, plus 28 cent for an extra ounce, at least. So you're talking $1.70 to ship. So not horrible, but that's what it is. I will go ahead and preface this. Any card over 15, if an order comes in with a card over $15, I do ship with tracking. And if an order is over $50 or close to it, so if it's like 45, I'll go ahead and ship with tracking. If we're being honest, for a package with just a few, like two, three, four, five cards in it, in a bubble mailer, it only costs about $4 to ship it. So taking a little loss on the shipping on it, not horrible, but I would rather do that and make sure that it gets to people, and also just make sure that all of that shows delivery on TCG player side rather than not. So for like this order, we have a card at 8 cent and a card at $1.61. $2 if someone wants to charge that back, fine. It's not the end of the world. I have yet to have it happen. We've shipped 150 orders. I've yet to have anyone have any complaints about the way that I ship anything, about cards getting damaged. I haven't had anyone complain that anything didn't show up. I haven't had anyone do any chargebacks or anything. It's been a great experience so far. I will say that about the plain white envelope shipping with TCG Player. I will preface that if they do file a claim, you're going to lose it. If you ship plain white envelope, you're going to lose that claim. There's no chance of you winning it. But let's go ahead and go over how we package everything. So I have this sorted out. We have an oversold cemetery and a priest of the forgotten gods for this first order. We'll go ahead and slip these in here with a business card. I like to face my pretty side to the back like this. We'll go ahead and line that up, get it pushed in, get it kind of centered up, and then we will lay it here flat side down. And then here, this order is 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what I like to do with this is I will take the most valuable cards. So what we have is we have a Chansey at $6, and we have this Dragapult at $8. The rest of these are pretty reasonably priced at about 40 cents a piece, with exception of this Slowbro at $3. So what we will go ahead and do is I will take these 3 and we'll actually get a smaller team bag here. I'll go ahead and grab this team bag and I will pop these 3 in a team bag. Let's actually get it facing the right way. And what we'll do is we'll actually put the business card in here instead of in the card saver. This is going to help add a little bit of rigidity to the back of these cards. We'll go ahead and seal this up. And then we will take the 3 more expensive cards, and we'll put these in the card saver. And then we'll put it like this. And then when we get ready, we'll just go ahead and drop everything in one of these graded card sleeve bags. Like so. Everything lined up, and everything should be good. We'll take that inside the envelope. Business cards on the back. We can go ahead and put this in this. I forgot to just a second ago. And then, warning, these that you tear off the little sticky things, I will say, don't even try to just throw them away. Just set them off to the side like so. Usually it goes a little better, and then throw them all away at once because they're going to be everywhere. If you try to throw them away, you're going to be over here fiddling with it and everything. You might as well just go ahead and set them down. All right. And so we'll go ahead and pack the rest of this order. I'll be quick and get to the next step for everyone. tore off the sticky on that. That doesn't happen very often, but they can't all be perfect. It's little sheets of plastic, little sheets of glue. You can't be too mad about it. That one did not slide down cleanly. There we go. All right, that should be 7 orders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. All right. I'll mix these two up. But, all right, so then the next step is, this is where we verify that we have the right orders. So this is the Forgotten Gods order. We will go ahead and get this in. What I like to do is I like to go about a 1/2 inch to an inch, so like 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch from the edge of the paper. Tape it down, and then go like so, and then I lay it like this, and then I stuff all my envelopes at once. So we'll go ahead and get this done up real quick. So we know this is the Chansey order. Sounds get familiar. Excalibur. Espartha. Mewtwo. And I'm sorry if everyone can hear my dog right now. She is barking because somebody is probably out up upstairs and she can't stand it right now. All right. So we've got everything packed up. Addresses are down bottom right. So what we will do is we'll turn our envelopes up. They should be all facing the right direction. We'll go ahead and we did go ahead and put our address labels on these. I do have a stamp coming, which is going to make that a whole lot easier. Right now, I'm just printing them on my 3D or on my thermal printer and cutting them out of the sheets, and it is very, very annoying. It's worse than doing stamps. So we go ahead and get this all in here like so. And then what we do is we do a little tap, pull the tab, and seal. Tap, tab, seal. And what I actually usually do is I will have like my scale over here. This only reads in grams, but once it powers on, and what we're looking for is anything over 28 grams. 28 grams is an ounce, so we're 23 there, we're good. 28, so we know this one. We knew this one was going to go over. We're at 34. We're at 28, but we're not at 50. We're not at 56, which just means that we just have to pay for an extra ounce. So that's what these 28 cents are here for. So we'll go ahead and get that put up. We'll go ahead and grab this real quick. It's just easy to verify. It's better than the post office catching it and sending you a bill, or sending it back to your address because you didn't pay for the proper amount of postage. Alright, so on this order here, we'll go ahead and we are going to add the 28 cent. They do make an actual stamp for this, but I just went to the post office, went to the kiosk. Kiosk prints these off. When you tell it you need extra ounce stamps, this is what it prints you. And then you just take and put your regular stamp right next to it here. And then that order is good to go. We'll take all of our other ones, add stamps. Come on. This stamp is not wanting to come off. There we go. Alright. And then on the computer where like you highlighted everything, all you do is after you get done with this, you mark it as shipped, you drop it at the post office, and you are good to go. If you do ship with tracking, you do have to click on each individual order and add your tracking numbers, or if you're doing it in bulk. So like say you have like 10 orders that you're shipping with tracking, you can upload a CSV file, which is nice. You can upload that CSV file and it'll update all of your tracking all at once. But for 1 or 2 orders that you ship with tracking at a time, it's not a big deal just to copy paste the tracking number right in, and then you are good to go. And with that, that has been my experience so far with TCG Player. This is how we pack orders. It goes fairly well, went fairly quick. This is just this morning. I'm sure we'll get another anywhere from 5 to 10 orders in today. Some days are 20 plus. Some days are 10 to 12. I think our slowest day so far has been like 6. We had one day where we had 6 orders. That was earlier this week. We had one day with 6 orders, and then the rest have all been 18 plus. So we're looking forward to continuing this. We're looking forward to Japanese Pokemon coming to TCG Player. It's going to be exciting to see how this affects the market, and to be able to sell some more stuff. It'll be interesting. But with that, y'all have a beautiful day, and we will see y'all later.